So I got some stuff done in the yard. Levi's sitting out here. He brought me some tea. Brought him some tea.
My cousin get some more tea.
You're going to get more?
Yeah.
You come back out. You're going to get outside time.
Yeah.
Your butt's eating your shorts. You don't care? Did you hear? He was laughing. Oh. So, it's hot, guys. It's so hot. My plants, my ferns are looking good. The little bit of rain that we've been getting. The last couple of days, it hasn't rained. It's gotten dark. Today was actually, and not until 5 o'clock, is our highest chance for rain of this week. It was a 50% chance that we would get rain. The other days have been 30s and 20s. Yesterday may have been a 40. It got real dark yesterday, and I come out to do a few things. I still haven't picked up that crud off the trampoline. I'm fixing to do that right now. When he comes back out, I'm gonna get the trash can and bring it around here, and then I'm gonna pick all that up. But you know, I had the one tree out there by the garden done with the one little strand of butterfly lights that I think Joanne sent them. And I ordered a second strand, and even the second strand, the canopies are just bigger than what I was expecting, because even the second strand didn't go all the way around to make it look like a circle. There's a little bit of a gap between the two ends where they don't meet. But there's nothing else I can do. I can't start it from a different angle or put it at a different spot, because the solar panel, you know, it has to be out from underneath the tree to get the light, get the sun. So I'll show y'all how I've got that done. But all my ferns are looking really pretty and green, and those are looking good. And this stuff right here was sent to me a while back. It was in a bag. It was called butterfly mix, and I poured it into all these pots as the stuff started to die, and they came up. I didn't know if they would because it was already summer, but they came up. This one is completely dead. I haven't repotted it. This poor baby's just hanging on. I cut all the dead off of it, and one little flower. It's so sad when they just don't have nothing else they can do. Now I'm mowed. Everything looks good. The pool is green. I am out of chlorine tablets. I didn't realize it. It's not all the way green, but it's green. But me and Mom called me earlier and said she needed to run to Walmart tomorrow. So I said, that's good. I needed chlorine for the pool. And I get these jugs of stuff called chlorinating liquid. For this size pool, one jug of that poured in, and then I'll get in with it when I pour it in. I'll get in too, and I'll do like this whirlpool thing and get all the sides mixed up, go across the bottom. There's my net, but I also have a broom that hooks on to that same pole. It's in my shop. I've got to bring it back out. Oh, that wasp just landed there. Well, that's good. I hope he don't make it. Poor Steph's bees are always, I don't know how she has bees left, because I always find dead ones in the pool. And I don't know why they don't land on things. Like Dad said, they'll land on floats and stuff. Well, there's the chlorine. Nope. He made it. There's the steps. I don't know, but they drowned. But what I was saying was, one jug of that chlorinating liquid will completely clear this. And then I'll drop a tablet in the floater, and we're good to go for 2 weeks. But what makes it green, or green faster than normal, is when we do get the rain. And we need the rain, so I don't care if we get a green pool if I haven't treated it like I should. I had the garden open because I had Bilbo in here. Now, he didn't really eat much down. Let's see, here's the one side. It comes, now I've got the solar panel right there. I don't know, can y'all see that? Right there. It's on the rail of the garden fence. And then it comes up, and then I start stranding it through, and it got to right here is where it ends. So then I hooked the other solar panels right there, and And I started right here. So I came across, it almost connects right here. It's just a little bit of a section. But then I went around and it didn't quite. It's got probably, I would say, about 6 foot gap right there that it didn't meet. There's the end of it right there hanging. And then there's the end of that one hanging. So this little, if I could have had, I have one more hook. I hooked it on the fence over there. I was hoping that it would get to one of these branches and then I would be able to be, it would almost be a complete circle, but it didn't quite make it. So anyway, I'm thinking that's going to look pretty though tonight. Did he just come back out? I told him that soon as we get this pool cleaned up, look at the leg on that one pull sideways. That's where Caden and his friend rocked it. I never could get it completely straightened back up. The kids were over here swimming and Caden got in. You know, Caden's in junior high. He's big and he had a friend with him. And they were rocking that poor pool so bad. When I came out, I thought I was going to scream at all of them to get their butts out and go home. But I just told them to get off the sides of it. They had been rocking it and now it doesn't sit level anymore. And the legs are all cockeyed. Anyway, I told Levi, I think that's why he hasn't been in the pool as much this summer, is because it's little. And he's not happy in it. So I told him next year when hurricane season is over, that is the #1 reason, I'm not going to lie to you, that I keep a pool. Because so many years when we've had hurricanes in the summer and we lose power for 3 or 4 days or a week, or we have even lost power in the past for 2 weeks, the pool was a lifesaver as far as baths and even getting water to flush toilets. Because, you know, we have a well. So if we have no power, then the well don't work. And so then you have to get water, bring it in, flush the toilets, you know, like an old-fashioned way. So the pool becomes a lifesaver during those summertime storms that when we lose power, you know, I can't tell you how many times. It wasn't just a couple of years ago. We couldn't use the pool after Harvey because the water was so deep that it actually covered my pool. And then when it went back down, my pool was murk. It was nasty river water in it. So I had to actually, when the water went down, I had to let the water all out and then clean it out and start over. But I don't know if it was Harvey or a year or so after Harvey, but we did lose power for a day, maybe 2, I don't know if 2 days, maybe it was just a night. I can't really remember details, but I do know that Steph sent me a message and she said, she asked me, was my pool, did my pool have water? Or no, she asked me, did I have water somewhere that they could use, like in a bucket to flush their toilets? And I said, yes, I have that big trough. It's full of the nastiest, rusty water because I don't have a horse anymore and it has never been cleaned out. My horse, Dabney, she passed away. She was up at Mom and Dad's and she passed away not that long ago. I don't try to make a big deal about stuff like that. To the audience, I feel like y'all have seen so much. I know it's a farm. Everybody's got farms. We've all got animals and death happens on farms. It's just natural. But, you know, I just feel like sometimes between Lester's goats and pigs and then Bree and that little goat down there that I think Beth, I think she belonged actually to Jake, I think. You know, I didn't want to say, oh, let me tell you about another death. But Dabney did pass away. You know, she was already very, very old. She had arthritis in one leg really, really bad. Her knee swelled up so bad sometimes. I've got to feel these. That is full of water. I don't know why they're not over there. They're laying there breathing like, I guess that's a pant, the way a dog pants. They've just about, there's water still in that little black one. They've just about dumped all this water out, splashing, but that one's full. I don't know why they're panting like that, weirdos. But anyway, haven't had her up here since after when Harvey came. She was with the other horses, and well, everything was sort of let out so it could, you know, the big things fend for themselves, because you just can't. Sometimes when the water's coming like that, you just open all the gates and let everything come to where they know there's no water. Animals find the high ground. They look so silly doing that. during the 94 flood. It wasn't a hurricane. It's just that we always call it the flood of 94. I don't know what it was. My house was up there on that hill where the pavilion is, where Billy and them are up there. And I kept moving my car. I had a little Mercury something, a little blue car. Anyway, I kept moving it to dry spot, and then when the water would get over it, I'd move it to dry spot. And I did that all the way until it got dark that night. And then we walked down the driveway over here. It was Mom and Dad's driveway then. It's the driveway to the house. We walked down it, which is Lester's driveway now, all the way down until about that little entrance there where Lester has his gate, or where it sort of turns to go into Tony's yard. That's about where you come out of water. That's where you sort of just, it was almost like a beach. You just sort of walked up out of the water. And then we crossed and we stayed at Nanny's. You know, 94, I may have been pregnant with Levi. I don't really, no, I wouldn't have been pregnant with Levi because he was born in August. So I wasn't even pregnant with Levi yet. I was married to Levi's dad. Anyway, we stayed at, everybody came to Nanny's just like they all come to my house during floods. And we walked. Praise God, though, the water never got in my car. When we got back up there the next day when the water receded, the water had never gotten into my car. But the cows had been up there. The cows stayed that night in that little spot, all up there right around my car, because that was just the highest ground. So that's what we did. So anyway, after that, she was in the back with Dad's 2 horses, and she just passed recently. So anyway, no one has used that trough in forever. And I told her, I said, yeah, come over that big trough of Dabney's, y'all can get water. And I said, also, Steph, remember, I said, I have the pool if you need a bath or something. So I didn't know that they'd came, but the next day when I come out, sitting on top, the ladder was a tall ladder. It had the platform between the steps. Like when you got up, there was a platform, and there sat shampoo and body wash. So they had come out and taken their baths, Buddy and Steph. I don't know if the kids did or not, but they had come out and taken theirs. Hi, baby. All my babies are up. Steph's got one bee box over there laid out. She said she was going to let the chickens peck it out. I just told her, I said, I hope the goats didn't step on it and stuff. But she's had it. It's been 2 weeks now. She hadn't come back to get it, so she don't hurry. They will step all over it and ruin it. Anyway, there is a balloon out here somewhere up against the fence line. I want to see if I can get it before the goats get a hold of it. Hi, babies. I'm going over here. I mowed all this today. Moved my swing and mowed all right there. Mowed Tony's. This is what I was trying to say that day. You know, I know goats prefer weeds, but my goats haven't had weeds since 2 weeks after they lived here. They cleaned this fence line was full of weeds over here when I first put them out here. It's been cleaned of weeds forever. They still have this kind of little weedy stuff, that's so poison ivy and stuff. I didn't mow all this. I just continued to let it grow. I don't see that balloon. It was here earlier up against the fence. It was a gold, looked like a star. I didn't want them to get a hold of it. There it is. I've seen they had this, look, Lester and Jamie. I seen Jamie out with them today. I don't know if Lester was here or not, but they sprayed that grass seed stuff all out here by the pond. Here it is. Yeah, this would hurt them if they got a bite of it. I don't know. None of us have had any parties lately. It could have flown from the church maybe last Sunday. I don't want my babies to get a hold of it. Eat plastic. Yes, baby, baby, babies. Baby, baby, babies. Yes. Pippin. Pippin, this is not food. It's just a balloon. Mary. I'm not seeing. Where's Gimli? Where's Gimli? I worry about Gimli. There he is, coming up, pulling up the rear. Poor baby. He's not near as fat as them. He doesn't need to be wormed. They've all been wormed already. It's not time for another worming. Look how fat these babies are. And he's just, his little belly gets, look at them. Little fat tummy sticking out. Well, that's one reason you can tell they're not wormy. You want to see a goat poop? As long as it falls out in pellets, they're good. But he just stays, you know, he's only got the one eye. That's sad enough. He has to wear a bell. That's to let him know where everybody's at. Because if they, oh, there. Hi, my love bunkin. Let me back this up. I'm a sweet man. Yeah, so he, I don't know, I thought yesterday, hi, sweetie. Hi, my love. Oh, Pippin, are you okay? Mary, there's my sweet girl. This is my miracle girl. Yes, that's my miracle girl. As I was thinking the other day, so many people, like, you know, when, I'm not going to get into that again about sending them away, but you just, so many just think, so many people that watch the page don't realize that these babies were born here, maybe not right in this spot, but raised here on bottles, these two in the house, and she barely made it. She was so tiny that I had to feed her with a kitten bottle, a bottle you would give a kitten. And even then I had to force feed her. One night I set my alarm every 2 hours. I got up and gave her little drips of milk. And it was the evening of the next day when it was just like all of a sudden some kind of a little light bulb went off in her, and she was like, okay, give me a bottle. She literally was fighting Pippin for the bottle. He was taking a regular bottle, but she had not up until that moment. And then she wanted his bottle. Look at him. I don't know, he came out that time. Y'all don't know how many times he's already worn the stick of shame. Look at him. He's already had it on him once somewhere. I thought maybe somebody pulled it off of him. You know, not that Lester and Jake do all kinds of stuff, but sometimes they do things that are like game play and stuff. And I thought, did they pull his stick of shame off? But he may just lost it somewhere, but I haven't found it anywhere. Although I haven't gone up in that field where they've been. But I've been through here and I could never find it. It had tape wrapped around both sides because it was taped to his horns. But that's the worst thing that he does so far that I know for a fact. He gets his head stuck, and then I don't know, I'm not out here all day. I come out several times a day, but I'm not out here all day. And so sometimes I'm thinking, how long has he been stuck in that fence? An hour? 30 minutes? 3 hours? You know? So I just never know, and I just feel like poor baby just can't seem to keep his head out of stuff. It's not time to eat. Nope, not time to eat. Not time to eat, babies. It's hot of the day. You're not going to eat till 7 or 8 this evening. My loves. Anyway, it looks good. It's mowed now. I found 2 or 3 eggs over there. I don't know if there was a clutch and I knocked them around with the mower. I just tossed them because I didn't want to bring them in the house and they'd be rotten. All right, I'm going to get on in here. It is hot. But it looks pretty out here now that it's all mowed. Okay, Sam, that's real good. Real good, Sam. Pippin, don't let him pick on you, baby. I don't have nothing for you. I gave them cookies last night. I came out to check things. It was late. I gave them some animal crackers. They were really happy. Oh, my little chicks. sunning, and I don't know what they're doing. I got one. How did she get under there? There's one underneath. They're not even babies anymore. Look at them. I call them teenagers. That one right there, and there's one underneath that coop. I don't know how she got under there, but she better come out tonight. That's what I worry about. There's wire all the way around it. I don't know how she got in. I never wanted like possums or something going under there to live. I don't know how. I know it all looks raggedy back here. Whew. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. Get in the house, throw this balloon away. This could have been very, very dangerous for my babies. Yeah, look at her butt laying underneath there. Yellow, I don't know if y'all can see her. All right, I'm gonna get in. Love you guys, God bless y'all. That's what that big brute of a brother did. I said, come and help me. I just want to cut it off at the bottom. Well, I wanted him to cut all the deck boards out. Just use his chainsaw, cut all the way around the edge so I could just pull them out. Well, he said there was other parts of it rotten. And I said, okay, well, I know that the pergola part and the 4 posts are brand new, so let's just cut them off. And it doesn't matter if they're that tall, I can still sit them down. You know, the little fairy garden doesn't have to be like really tall, like for big people. It can really be sort of small and quaint. So it didn't bother me that and he just, I can still salvage it. I just wanted him to leave it like a standing structure, but not hooked to the deck anymore. And that ain't what happened. So now I've got to, he don't think about what he's doing. He just starts doing. Anyway, it's hot as heck, but I brought the babies out for a little while. I put stuff in the pool, and it looks pretty and blue. Levi, I told him, I know, I think I've already said that. I think that's why he don't spend as much time out here, is because it's not deep like he's been used to. But I told him he needs to start spending about an hour every day in the pool. He needs that. See the goats up on the hill with the cows. I'm not gonna be loud out here because I don't want them to come down yet. It's too early to feed them. Although Sam's waiting right there at that corner. Look at him. Hey, Sam. I've got one baby running out there, teenager. I'm gonna start. I said a while back that I was just gonna pull my chicken fence up on that outside, just pull it all up and just let everything be everywhere. Goats can come all the way up to here, chickens can come up to here, goats can go out, chickens. I mean, I don't cut the wings of my chickens. You're supposed to cut one wing. Look at them chasing each other. You're supposed to cut one wing, and that keeps them, they're like off balance so they can't fly. But I worry about doing that kind of stuff, because then I worry that what if something gets after them and they can't fly up to the fence or something. So I don't cut wings. Therefore, a fence really isn't doing any good, because they're going to fly over it when they get old enough. They're going to fly over it. And I've got some loose spots over there. I can see it from here, right where that black and white duck just turned. That spot in the fence right there, I can see those 2 bottom sections are broke. That's why those little ones are getting out. See, there's 3 or 4 back there with the big chickens. They're already outside the fence. So I thought about just taking the whole thing down. But right now, I still don't want to do it, because I had that section back off over there open. Now, see, I put a piece across. I didn't pull them up because they were hard in the ground. I'm going to tell y'all, the ground right now here, since we don't get, we've been getting a little bit of rain, right? It's nice to get the little bit of rain. The yard is starting to get green again, and it looks pretty. There's some places that are sort of sparse, but there's Steph's bee boxes. She needs to come get them, or these goats are going to tear them up. That T-post right there, I could not rock out of the ground. And then that post right there is solid. So Daniel's going to have to come get them with his tractor and pull them up. And I just wanted to show y'all the chicks. I'm going to get a video of them in the morning times coming out, because that is really cute. Because when I prop that door open, the chickens fly. They land out here in the grass, and then the ducks just flop. They flop down. In the evenings, I take them 2 longboards right there, and I open that gate back, this one. And there's a piece of rolled over wire. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's rolled over the side of that bottom, and I just sit them up there, and they go up that and then jump in. Oh, it's really cute. So there they are. They need more water. These ducks, look at the water. And this is done every morning. I do this every morning, and sometimes again in the middle of the day, and then I close them up at night. I hadn't come out today to do it. I've been searching for my sunglasses, as dumb as that may sound. I have a really good pair of sunglasses. Several people have said, Kim, we like your sunglasses. Then Mom went and bought her a pair of sunglasses just like them. And then one day I couldn't find mine. I was ready to go to town. I couldn't find them. And actually, that's not true. I got in my car and headed to town, and then opened my purse to get my sunglasses out, and they weren't there. So I had to go all the way to town with no glasses. So when I got to Walmart, I went straight to the glasses department and got me another pair. Exactly like the ones I had. Now exactly like Mom's, because she got some like me. So now I have 2 pair that look like that. Anyway, when I got home from town after having to wear my old outside glasses, I started tearing the house apart. I'm thinking, I'm not going to have 2 pairs of glasses that I can't find. And I literally lifted my couches and leaned them over and cleaned underneath them. You have no idea what was under the love seat. That's where I sit. Nothing except for a little silver food bowl. The little you can get them at Walmart. They have a little bit of rubber on the bottom so they won't scoot. Well, that doesn't true, because it was Jensen's bowl, and he scooted it all the way underneath from the kitchen, scooted it out of the kitchen all the way underneath the love seat. And I knew that it had to be somewhere, but I didn't know what he'd done with it, but I'd looked everywhere, and I said, I bet it's under that couch. Well, it was under the love seat. Only thing under the love seat. No glasses. So then I lifted up the big couch. Bowls, cups, the McDonald's cookie, you can order the little chocolate chip cookies at McDonald's. 2 of those wrappers from different times he's had McDonald's cookies. Then just random pens and pencils. It was horrible. Anyway, I swept out from underneath it, swept it all up, laid the couch back, still no glasses, and I'm thinking, okay, this is not making any sense. So I went out to the truck, looked in the truck, no glasses. I'm thinking, okay, I only drive 2 vehicles around here, the white SUV or the red truck. I ride with Mom sometimes, but I would never take my glasses off in her car and leave them, because I'd always have them on. So I didn't see how that was. Both pair of my glasses was in the console drawer. The console behind the couch, where I made that little plug for, like a charging station. Both pairs of glasses in that drawer. I cleaned. I cleaned under things that I don't clean usually until Thanksgiving. And usually that's because I'm rearranging the house to make room for 2 tables in my dining room. And then I do a major clean, because we have sometimes more than normal family. We have other family come in. My mom's brother, my uncle, sometimes. Now, Mom said they won't be coming this year, but they come from Florida. Last year, my Uncle Richard came, but he was leaving just a few months later for the Philippines. That's where he lives now. So he come and had one last Thanksgiving with us. So that's when I normally do those big cleans where you move furniture and stuff and clean behind. Normally it's just a broom and you sweep it out. Whatever flies out, then you clean it up. If it don't fly out, you just leave it alone. So I did a major clean, to me, a little bit major, tipping couches over, cleaned off the cushions, did all that kind of good stuff, never found glasses, and then found them in a drawer where I probably, in my mind, put them so they wouldn't get messed up. And then there they sat, safe and sound in a drawer. Anyway, hi guys! I guess they heard me out here because now they're all up. Alright, I'm gonna go. I just wanted y'all to see the chicks, how big they were, and I wanted to show you that I know in one of the videos the pool is green, and I wanted you to see I don't keep a green pool. I didn't want y'all to think poor Levi has to swim in that green pool, because he doesn't. I can't make him swim for anything, even in a clean, nice, pretty pool. I've got to get a deeper pool to make him happy, I guess. I can worry about that till next summer. But all right, love you guys. God bless y'all.